Hi cuties! I hope you guys are doing so well. In this video, we are going to be creating my birthday set. On May 9th, your girl is turning 21. This video may or may not come out after my birthday. Just depends how life plays out, as it is with many things. So today we are going to be creating my extra special birthday set, and I was honestly having a tough time choosing between the amazing cute styles that are out there, which style I wanted to do for my birthday set. So I let you guys choose on my community tab post, and you guys voted for a Kawaii bling set by a small margin. I know a lot of you guys liked the Kawaii Sweets birthday candle set, so I decided to kind of implement that style into this set as well, and I think it's gonna be so super cute. Before we get into the nails though, just a little side note. If you watch like all my videos, especially the nails and chill videos, you know that in my last nails and chill video, I was talking about that my 21st birthday was like extra special and that I was a little nervous about it for a specific reason, but I didn't really tell you guys what the reason was. So I'm actually going to be talking about that a little bit in today's video as well and filling y'all in on my life a little bit. We're gonna get real personal for a second. So yeah. If you want to stick around and get personal with me, want to stick around and see me do some epic nails, let's get into it, shall we? Let's go. So I'm going to be doing a full set today. I know that at least one of you guys commented in my last video where I did the water decals saying that you wanted me to keep that set on for my birthday, and I was considering it, but I just really wanted to have a matching set for my birthday. So here I am with both of my hands prepped and ready with my rubber base gel. Just ignore that. There's a little bit of dry blood there because I nipped myself a tiny bit, but what's new? So let's get into it. So what I'm actually going to start off doing is making a custom acrylic, because I am going to be doing 2 hands of acrylic long stilettos, and I was going to make them just like a regular nude pink color, but I decided that I want to make my own glittery pink concoction. So what I'm going to be doing is mixing this Cover Pink by Mia Secret, just like a regular pink nude acrylic, with some clear from Sauveland, and I'm going to be cracking open a new one today because I finished my clear acrylic in my last video where I did custom acrylics. Oh, so beautiful. It's like a blank canvas, so many possibilities. Ooh. Ooh. Using this thing on the plastic, ooh, it gives me goosebumps. I hate it. Ugh. Okay. So I'm basically just going to be creating a jelly pink color, but I'm going to be adding in these like little mylar flakes. So they have like that really pretty bluish purple reflect. And yeah, just that. It's gonna be super simple. So we've got a lot to do with these nails. So let's just get cracking, shall we? Okay, I've got my handy spoon as usual. So I'm gonna make a lot of this, I think, because I feel like I'm gonna end up liking it. And I honestly never use this pink nude. I don't know why. I just never do regular nude acrylic. I'm tempted to put all of it in there, but I think we'll just go with that. And now I'll put the clear, and if it doesn't end up being as pink as I want, then I can go back in and add the rest of that pink nude color. So I added about an equal amount of the clear, and now we're gonna add in a bunch of this as the star of the show, because I want these nails to be like as glittery, and like I just want them to be the most. I want them to be like disco balls of cuteness. Look how pretty. Look at that. Yes. I need it on my nails. Let's put some of that in there. That should be good. Half of the bottle. And I'm not gonna put any mica powder in this one because the pink nude acrylic should be good enough. I want this to be really jelly, so yeah, this should be good. And now I'm just gonna mix it up. Shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Okay. Shake your booty. Okay, that should be good. Ooh, okay, we got minimal spillage. I'm pleased with that. Just gonna tap it off over the trash can. And let's swatch this bad boy, shall we? I have a feeling that it's going to be absolutely marvelous. It's definitely gonna be even prettier than this when I swatch it, because right now it just kind of looks like meh, but watch, the swatch is gonna be glorious. I just know it is. Okay, let me just swatch it. All right, so I've just grabbed out my Kira Sky EMA monomer, and this is going to be the monomer I'm going to use to build the nails as well. So just pour out some of that. This dish may or may not have been a little bit crusty, but you know, it's fine. Also, this brush may or may not have gotten a tiny bit gunked up. No, actually, I think it's fine. The nice thing about this brush is that it's from Shein. It's a number 12 brush from Shein, and it's actually 100% Kolinsky, like to my knowledge, because I've tried synthetic acrylic brushes and I can definitely tell the difference between like a 100% Kolinsky brush and like a synthetic one, because this one like bounces back super easily. It's not easy to get it gunked up, so yeah, that's really nice. If I can find it on Shein, I will link it down below. I know it was like out of stock for a while. Okay, let's swatch this bad boy. Ooh, yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yes, I really like that. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I was thinking for a second about putting some more little hollow glitters in it. Not hollow, but like iridescent, like little tiny glitters. Actually, I think I'm gonna need to do that. 1 second. It's just so hard for me to make a custom acrylic without adding this one, because this one just adds so many little different colors of reflections, and I absolutely love that. So we're just gonna put in a little bit of that as well. And I'm kind of scared about it spilling everywhere since I threw away the little plastic cover part. So we're just gonna give it a little mixy mix. Also, the reason I don't use my e-file to mix these is because I'm not using any chalk or anything that needs to be ground up. And I don't want to like scratch any of the glitters with the e-file. The e-file may be faster, but honestly, I don't think it's really worth it because I'm not having to grind up anything, so it's not super necessary. Okay, let's re-swatch. Yes, there is a tiny bit of a difference. It's very subtle, but there are definitely a lot more sparkles in this one, and I absolutely love it. So yep, we'll go with this one. This is what I will build my nails out of today. And I haven't forgotten, I need to name it. This name seemed appropriate. Hopefully these nails will make all my birthday wishes come true. Beautiful. Okay, let's go get some tips on. I was very heavily considering using like extra long forms with acrylic, which I've never done before. I've literally only used forms, like not dual forms, regular forms. Specifically these ones that I've had forever and are absolutely gorgeous and I have never used. I was considering using these and sculpting out my own like extra long stiletto, but I ultimately decided that doing that for 10 nails in one night and then going extra crazy out with the blinging and stuff would not be so fun when I would still be working on my nails at 5 o'clock in the morning. So we're not gonna do that. What also helped me ultimately come to my decision was the fact that these new tips that I bought from Temu came in the mail like just a couple days ago, just in time for this video. And they are like these super pointy, extra long stiletto tips that look absolutely marvelous and fabulous. So I'm going to use these today. Let me just get them all sized out. Okay, so I've got those all sized out. They sized out really well. The number 1 fit my thumb perfectly and the number 8 fit my pinky perfectly, and they range from sizes 0 to 9. So I think that if your nails are a little bit smaller than mine or a little bit bigger than mine, they should work perfectly for your nails as well. While I was doing that, I also want to get the boring parts out of the way, and I went ahead and roughed up my rubber base gel a little bit. And yes, some of my cuticles are looking annoyed, irritated. I've been doing a lot lately. I've been doing a lot to them. Kind of stressed. We're just gonna ignore it, okay? They're fine. All right. We'll put some cuticle oil on afterwards and it'll be a-okay. Okay? Thanks for caring about my cuticles. I love you, but don't worry. Okay. So yeah, I went ahead and roughed up the base coat because I applied the base coat on like a couple hours ago or like an hour and a half ago. So there was no more stickiness left. I wanted to make sure that the shiny layer was roughed up and there were no oils or dirt left on them. Okay, so before we can put the tips on though, I am going to prep them a little bit with my acid-free primer as usual. Y'all know the drill. It's the same deal with tips every single time. Acid-free primer, put them on with gel, you know, same deal. And then I'm going to apply a quick coat of dehydrator and primer to my nails as well. Someone asked in my live what I recommend to help the base gel stick to your nails better, the rubber base gel specifically. And what I said is, one, make sure that your nails are properly prepped. Make sure that you've gotten all your dead skin cuticle off your nail. You know, make sure your surface is roughed up, especially if you've never done your nails before and you're doing them for the first time. You want to make sure your nails are roughed up, properly primed with a dehydrator and primer. And then also what I do when I'm applying the rubber base gel is first I scrub in a super thin layer on my nail to make sure that it really gets in all of the crevices of the roughed up nail. And then I go in without curing that first layer. I go in with a second thicker layer on top. Kind of float it over, and that should help. At least that's how I do it, and I never have problems with my base gel coming off. All right, so now that all of my tips and my nails are prepped, I'm just gonna use my Rosalind nail glue gel, and I'm gonna put these tips on. There's not really a specific reason why I use this gel, other than the fact that I just happen to have it and it's thinner than all of my other nail glue gels, and I don't really like to use thin nail glue gels to put on full cover tips. I much prefer the super viscous ones, or even the solid nail glue gel preferably. So I just use this one for tips because I don't necessarily need it to be super thick, if you know what I mean. Hopefully you know what I mean. Oh my goodness, these are looking so sharp. Like, look at this. These are so long and sharp. I am so excited for these. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go refill my coffee and then I'll be back and we're gonna start building these nails. Wow, this one looks really bad. I'm sorry, just don't look at that one. Okay, love you. Okay, I'll be right back. Coffee obtained. Let's start building these nails, shall we? Okay, so I'm definitely gonna be putting a clear cap on these. I'm just gonna be laying down this color basically, and then building up the nail a lot more using the clear. So I'm not really going to be building the nail. Well, kind of, sort of. Anyway, let's just start doing it. I want to keep the paper towel in frame for you guys so you can kind of like see when I'm wiping off my brush, because I feel like that could help some of you. But then at the same time, my camera doesn't really like a lot of white in the frame for some reason. So, okay, this should be fine. I did wash my hands just now, so I'm just going to wipe this off with alcohol because there's lint from the towel stuck in my primer. And then before I go in with the acrylic, I'm gonna just put a layer of monomer, kind of scrub it into the tip, and I'm using the monomer to prep my tip. All right, let's start going in. Epic. And I'm just going to lay this color down for the entire nail. No ombres or whatnot, just this single color covering them fully, because really this is kind of just the base layer, because most of the art and like most of the show is gonna come from all of the bling and charms and little sculptures that I make to put on top of them. So there's no point really spending too much time building the actual nail because it's just gonna be covered. But anyway, while I'm doing this, I kind of want to chat with you guys. So I know that I mentioned in my last Nails and Chill video that there was a reason why I was a little nervous for this birthday specifically, because it's my 21st birthday. And I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit more in this video, not leave you guys like hanging, wondering what was happening. Some of you guys actually said you were worried about me after that video, and then I felt bad. I was like, no, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Don't worry. There's enough in life to worry about. You don't need to be worrying about me too. I'm fine, I promise. But yeah, I'm gonna fill y'all in a little bit now. So basically, it all started in 2021 when I was a freshman in college, and I went to the gym one night just dressed in my sweatpants and my Super Mario graphic t-shirt from Walmart. I used to go to the gym a lot, work out. It was like a time in my life where I was really unhappy. I kind of didn't know what I was doing. I went into college as a biology major knowing that I really didn't want to do biology, but thinking that's what I had to do to like succeed in life. I didn't have a lot of friends. I was living at home. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm a social person, but I'm not very good at like making friends, and I'm very like, I'm sort of picky about who I spend my energy on, because when I'm your friend, like I give you a lot of my energy. Like it takes me it takes a lot of energy for me to be friends with people because I care about people a lot, basically. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I didn't have a lot of friends. I was a freshman in college and I was depressed. So one day at the gym, I was 18, just about to turn 19, and one night I met Kevin, who at the time was 23, about to turn 24. So we're about 5.5 years apart, but I was 18 and I was about to turn 19. So I met Kevin one day. I'd seen him around the gym. One night I was on the treadmill watching a PewDiePie video, as I would do while I was on the treadmill, just walking. And Kevin came up to me on the treadmill next to me and he was like, "Hey, what's your name?" And I was like, "Oh, hey, I'm Anne." You know, just the usual like, "Oh, hi, who are you?" type of deal thing. We exchanged numbers, we had a little chat, and then he left. I went home, didn't really think much of it. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. It was a Friday night, and the people that I had like not encounters with, experience with they would like to spend their Friday nights like going to parties, whatever, having fun with their friends, going out doing things. That's definitely like just not the type of person I am. I'm really like a low-key person. Honestly, never been to any high school parties. I'm like the type of person who just wants to sit at home watching movies and doing my crafts and online shopping on the weekend. But anyway, that Friday night he texted me and he was like, "Hey, this is Kevin, what you up to?" And I was like, "Oh, hey, like I'm just working on a biology lab," because I was in bio lab at that time. And I was like thinking to myself, okay, this guy's probably like going out with his friends or doing something fun, whatever. But he was like, I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, I'm just gaming a little." And I was like, "Oh, hey, that's cool. A dude who just likes to chill and game on Friday evenings. Sounds like my kind of dude." So it started there. We started chatting, and it's not like he's the first person I've ever chatted with, but like I said, I'm very picky about my friends. So I'm even pickier about that sort of thing. Not picky as in what people look like. I'm not talking about physical appearances. I'm talking picky about like who I'm comfortable talking with and who I don't know, like who I feel comfortable being in their presence, right? That's the people I want around me. So basically, as I talked to Kevin more and I got to know him better, I realized that I had never felt so comfortable around anyone else in my entire life. It was so easy to talk to him. And it was so weird. It was almost like whenever I would hang out with him, I felt like I would feel like almost tired because I was like felt so like safe and so like relaxed, because usually I'm a very hyper like on edge person. And even after having known him only for like a couple weeks, like whenever I would hang out with him, it was literally just like I felt like so calm. I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like I get along with you so well. Your energy is so amazing. I've never felt like this around anyone else. I definitely want to spend more time with you, right? At that point, I was basically just like chatting with him on the treadmill at the gym. Maybe we would get food after the gym or whatever. So then I was like, okay, I would like to spend like more time with you outside of the gym. And at that point, like I said, I was still living at home. And not only that, but my dad, being my dad, who if you've seen my other videos, you have probably heard me say that he is paranoid. We all had Life 360, Life 360, so he has tabs on us 24/7. Not that he's always checking, but he definitely has the ability to check and see where we are 24/7. So even though I was 18 turning 19 and I felt like I should be able to do whatever I want, I was in my first year of college. Everyone else around me at school was doing whatever they wanted without their parents there. They were living the freshman college experience. I respected my dad and I went to him and I asked him, I said, "Hey, I met this guy at the gym. I would like to have coffee with him. Is that okay?" And things didn't go well. Let me just put it that way. So I'm like the firstborn, right? Not only am I the firstborn, but I'm the firstborn daughter. So like just the age gap and everything. My dad was not happy about it. He did not want me hanging out with Kevin. But here's the thing about me. I am stubborn. If I know that I want something and I realize that something is for me, I'm going to do everything in my power to get it, and like you are not gonna stop me. So basically I was like, okay, well, if you're not gonna let me, fine. So I just started like sneaking around a bunch. I started being very sneaky, okay? I won't get into all the details, but I started being sneaky. And I got caught a couple times and my dad was very pissed, okay? He was very mad. So yeah, that wasn't a great time. Definitely like the lowest depths of my life. Sometimes I look back at that time and I think, wow, I don't know how I survived that, but somehow I did. Anyway, not to get all sad and mopey, I won't go into all the details. I'll just say that it was really tough, okay? So it came to a point where my dad was just trying so hard to get me to stop talking to Kevin, stop seeing Kevin, because he knew he couldn't stop me. He was getting really angry. And finally, he threatened to kick me out of the house. And at that point, my mom was like, no, she's not going anywhere. The thing with my dad is like, he gets really upset because I am also convinced that he has undiagnosed ADHD and I know how he feels, okay? Like I get very frustrated, I get upset. I could say things that I don't mean. I try not to, but he definitely does say things he doesn't mean. So he tried to kick me out of the house. Well, he said he was going to, he didn't actually. My mom stopped him, obviously, and then he told me that he was like, fine, I don't want you hanging out with Kevin until you're 21, is what he said. He was like, when you're 21, you can make your own decisions. You can do whatever you want. I won't bother you about it, is basically what he said. Obviously, like, I'm an adult, even though I'm not 21. Like, well, when you're watching this, I'm 21 now. But at the time, I was almost 19. And I was adult. I was an adult. If I wanted to, I could have moved out and everything. But the thing is, I love my family too much. And I was like, you know what? Okay, whatever. I don't want to have to pick between Kevin and my dad. If you guys know me, you know that I love my dad a lot. And I say a lot of amazing things about my dad on this channel because I love him and he is amazing. He's the most supportive dad in the whole world. And I love him so much. He does so much for me. Nevertheless, what happened happened. So, and I know that everything that did happen just happened because he always just wants the best for me. And he's paranoid and he doesn't want anything bad to ever happen to me. So it's okay. I understand and I don't harbor any bad feelings towards my dad. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, so basically my dad made a deal with me that I could do whatever I want when I'm 21 and he wouldn't bother me. Okay. So ever since I was 18, almost 19, me and Kevin have been hanging out at the gym. We get food after the gym sometimes. We do what we can, you know. Basically, Kevin like hasn't been able to come over to my house. He can't hang out with me and my family. I can't just say, hey, I'm going to Kevin's house. I have to make sure that I'm home when my dad is home. All these like different things. It's really stressful. It's not fun at all. I have to like be careful what I say around my dad. I don't want to upset him. So I don't talk about Kevin at all around my dad. So it's not fun. It's not a fun time. It's not a fun time at all because I really don't like keeping secrets. I don't. It's not fun. It's not, honestly, in my opinion, it's not fair that I have to, especially because after what happened with me, my dad kind of realized that he was being a little too harsh. So he basically allowed my brother and sister to do whatever they wanted. So, you know, my brother has his girlfriend and she can come over to the house whenever, whatever. And my dad, you know, is fine with it. And I just have to sit there and watch them cuddle up and watch movies when I'm not allowed to even talk about my boyfriend. So yeah, it's a little, it's honestly sad. But yeah, I've definitely learned a lot from this like time in my life and this experience. It's definitely honestly made me and Kevin have even stronger relationship because we've been through honestly some very tough times. There's been a lot of Christmases, well basically every Christmas since then and every birthday since then where I am very sad and depressed and holidays are never fun. So I'm really looking forward to the fact that I'm now 21 and I'm really hoping that things change for the better. Really hoping. But yeah, that's what's been going on in my life. Just got real personal with you guys for a sec. You know, I think that these things like shape people into who they are, and I think that it can teach you a lot about a person to know these things and understand a lot more about a person. So that's why I share with you guys. But yeah, so on my birthday, Kevin will hopefully join us for my birthday dinner. I have yet to ask my dad if he would be okay with that because obviously I'm not just going to have him show up. But yeah, I'm nervous about that. I'm nervous about asking him. And there's a lot of things that were said and done that I'm leaving out, obviously. I just want to let you know that my mom and dad are 7 years apart. So my dad is 7 years older than, they met when my mom was like 23, I think. So yeah, anyway, there's just a little backstory, I guess. He just said that it was because I wasn't 21, and when you're 21, your brain is fully developed And so yeah, he thought I was gonna like make a bad decision or whatever, and he didn't want me to do that. And yeah, anyway, that's basically it. But yeah, now you guys know that I have a boyfriend, and his name's Kevin, and I love him so much, and I hope that you guys will get to meet him soon. He's very shy though. He's a shy boy, so I don't know if I will be able to get him to come into one of my videos, but I will try my best. And yeah, obviously I wasn't very comfortable talking about it on the internet the past like year or so that I've been on YouTube because obvious reasons. So yeah, now you guys know, and that's why I haven't mentioned anything about him, but he's always in the background supporting me and watching every single one of my videos and cheering me on. He's really, really the reason why I have a smile on my face most days. So yeah, he's definitely someone worth fighting for, obviously. I think that is all I'm going to say about that today. That is the end of my long dissertation. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's get on with these nails now, shall we? Alrighty, so here they be with that beautiful layer of the nude glittery one. So they definitely need a clear cap, like I was saying before I file them. So I just did a lot of talking. Clear capping is not, you know, terribly exciting to watch. So I'm gonna take a breather and I'm gonna go clear cap all of these off camera, and I will be back in literally 1 second so that we can do the amazing nail art that y'all voted for. Okay, 1 second. Okay, you guys, so it's the next morning and I went ahead and clear capped all of these. I was going to try to finish this all in one night so that I could have this video posted on time for my birthday, but yeah, I had kind of a rough night last night, so I wasn't able to finish them, but that's okay. It's fine, we're here, I'm doing fine, I'm okay. These need to be filed desperately. They're looking lumpy. I don't like them looking like this. So let's file these babies up, smooth them all out. Also, yeah, if I sound congested or a little tired because I was doing a lot of crying last night. But you know what? It's okay. I don't want you to feel bad for me or anything. I want positive vibes on my channel, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of just like to share if I'm going through something difficult, just to like show you guys that, you know, like life is tough, but we're all in it together and we can just do our nails and be happy. Also, everything is fine. There was honestly just like conversations that I thought I was prepared for, but there was certain words and language used that just got me really upset, like more upset than I've been like ever. So I'm just quite tired today, but everything's okay now. I'm all good. Chill, happy vibes for the rest of the video. Honestly, I love making videos so much, and having my YouTube channel the past year has made me such a happier person, because even when I'm feeling down, I can just come on here and do my nails and talk to you guys, and I feel like you guys are there for me and I'm here for you guys, and it's just an amazing feeling. So thank you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna stop being sappy. I love you. Let's get back into these nails, because these nails, nothing is gonna stop me from making these nails epic and adorable. So let's do it. Okay, so I filed them, but after filing them, I realized that the structure of them is not good. Like, look at this, it's just pretty terrible. I think that definitely this could be better. So I already fixed these ones actually by just going in with some clear acrylic and building up the apex a little bit better, and then going in with a buffer afterwards and just smoothing everything out, and I think they look so much better. So I'm just gonna do that with you guys for this hand. I'm just gonna go in with some clear acrylic and fix up my mistakes. Like, it's okay to go in with more acrylic acrylic after you file, okay? It's a whole process, you know? I think I was just very distracted yesterday when I was doing the clear cap of acrylic. I wasn't paying attention very well to how I was building it, but it's fine because we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it right now. So I'm just taking like really dry beads of acrylic, and I'm also dabbing the back of my acrylic brush on my paper towel to help the beads set a little bit quicker so that when I put it on my nail, it's very firm and doesn't start running all over the place. And that just makes it so much easier to sculpt out the way that you want. Definitely recommend doing that. Okay, I think that I'm finally happy with the shape of these nails, and the reason why they look like oily and you can like see the glitters better down here is because I put some of this Burt's Bees hand solve on my cuticles because they were very angry after all of that filing. I'm not even gonna lie, it's actually embarrassing how long it took me to be happy with these. And it's also quite sad because the nail design that I'm going to be doing is probably going to almost entirely cover up this acrylic anyway. Oh yeah, but it's fine because I enjoyed the process and that's what matters. Also, they look so epic. Let's finally get into the nail art that you guys voted for. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stick to the bling kawaii junk, but I think I'm also going to sculpt out a 21 in candles and put them on these nails right here. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Okay, so let me start just by like taking out some supplies that I think I want to use. I'm gonna start by going through all of my charms and picking some out that I would like to use because it's always a lot easier to know what I'm doing if I can see everything that I'm going to be using. That is absolutely adorable, and that goes along with like that sweets kind of theme, so absolutely 2 of those guys. Definitely one of those. I'm not necessarily going to use all of the charms that I'm picking out, but I just like to have all of my options in front of me, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so I've picked out all of these different little charms. There are so many charms in here. Obviously, there's like no way that these are all going to fit on my nails, but I like to have my options in front of me, okay? So I picked out as many as I literally possibly could. Like basically, if it was cute, if it fit the theme, I picked it out, which most charms fit the theme because this is literally just kawaii bling junk. So here are all of like the kawaii and some of the bling. And then on top of that, I'm going to be using these transparent AB rhinestones and these like jelly pink AB rhinestones to fill in any like large empty spaces in between the charms. And actually, I should pick out some of these because I think I should definitely use some of these as well. So let me just pick out some of these big rhinestones. Okay, I picked out a few of these large blingy gems. And then also I bought these star crystals off of Temu, and they just came in like yesterday. And the funny thing about these is that I didn't realize this. They're so beautiful, but they have a little hole drilled in the top because they're meant to be like for necklaces and jewelry, I guess, but they're absolutely stunning. So I'm also going to take out like a couple of those because blingy indeed. So there we go. So these are the charms and rhinestones that I'm gonna be using. I think we should probably start out by sculpting some birthday candles though first, because don't want to leave that for last, because if I leave it for last, I'm probably gonna be super tired when I get to it and it's gonna end out kind of bad. So let's just go do the birthday candles before I get too tired. Okay, so to sculpt out the birthday candles, I think I'm gonna use this milky white solid nail glue gel. I got this like, oh, that didn't work. That's awkward. Come on, there we go. So I got this really big bulk of milky white solid nail glue gel from Born Pretty. And I don't know, I got white because I felt like white was just like a really standard color that I can use for a lot of things. I also got clear, but right now I'm gonna use white. Also, this is just like really satisfying to do. Anyway, I'm gonna use white because I wanna make the candles white and then I wanna put like multicolored polka dots on them. So first of all, I'm gonna put on some of these little finger gloves so that I can actually like sculpt out the gel without worrying about touching gel with my skin. So I just cut a little hole in the top so that, boom, my nail can go straight through it. Perfect. And I'll just do the same with this one. Boom. My camera doesn't like this. Whatever. I'm gonna do the sculpting on this little disposable palette. So let's just get out. I want to make these candles decently large. I want them not to be super tiny. I want them to be like, you know, they're part of the star of the show of my birthday set. Even though this technically isn't the birthday candle set, it's the Bling Kawaii set, but I'm incorporating the birthday candles because y'all did really like the birthday candle ones as well. Plus, I think it's cute. That should definitely be enough. Honestly, might be a little too much. I think actually half of this would be fine, if not even less than half. I feel like it should be easy, but honestly, I don't want to speak too soon because it's probably going to end up taking me an hour to do these birthday candles, but you know what? I'm prepared, so it's fine. Okay, so how I'm going to do this, I think, is I'm going to break the two up into 2 segments, and I'm going to break the one up into 3 segments, but not equal segments, just like 3 different segments for each like part of the one. So here's the segments for the one, and these are for the 2. So let's do the 2 first, I guess. First, I'm just gonna make the little snake and just basically need to turn it into a little like cane shape. Taking out my little silicone tool to help me, because it is quite hard to sculpt things with giant claws on, if you know what I mean. Okay, so there is like the cane part. I'm gonna try to flatten out this end. And then I'm going to take the other smaller part and I'm going to roll it into a much shorter snake like that. And I'm going to flatten out the ends of it. Then I'm going to take that and attach it there. Okay, I think it needs to be a little longer, but let's see what we can do. Shape it a little bit. Okay, I think I'm happy with that shape for the 2, although this little tail part could maybe be a little longer, but you know what? It's fine. I'm not complaining. So I'm just gonna leave that now to kind of like settle, level out all the creases while I do the 1. So I'm basically just gonna kind of do like the same kind of steps for the 1, rolling out separate snakes and then attaching them together. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to add the little candle wick part. So a teeny tiny snake and just put it right at the top. Cute! I think that these honestly might be a little too big, but I think they honestly might end up being a tiny bit bigger than I originally was intending, but you know what? I think that they're still gonna be cute. Okay. I think it'll be fine. Hopefully, maybe. Okay, I'm just gonna let the little indent marks from the sculpting kind of soften out a bit, and then I'm gonna stick it in my LED UV lamp for 60 seconds. And I absolutely love how vibrant these blue sky polishes are, so I'm definitely going to use these colors to make the little like polka dots on the birthday candles. So I'm just going to put some of these colors on a palette. So I'm just gonna, or you know what? I could use the same palette. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cure these, I think. And I can take these off now because I'm not going to be touching any more uncured gel. Okay, so these should be fully cured. So I'm just going to pop them off. Okay, yay. I'm so happy with those. I think those are really good. Okay, so let's put some polka dots on them, shall we? So I'm just gonna put a little dollop of each of these colors on the same palette that I just used. Love these colors. They are so pretty. Probably should have wiped these off with alcohol because they are sticking to my table. Okay, just gotta be careful. They could be fragile. All right. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use my dotting tool to create a bunch of little random polka dots just to add some color. You know what I mean? I want these to be super colorful. Definitely put way more gel on my palette than I actually needed, but you know, it's fine. It's whatever. And before I move them, I'm actually just going to flash cure them real quick because I don't want to risk smudging them as I try to put them in my UV lamp. Okay, that should be good. So I'm going to put them in my full LED UV lamp for a full minute. Oh, that one wasn't fully cured on the bottom. Okay, after the polka dots fully cure, I'm also going to cure them for a minute from the underside because as you can tell, that too left a little bit of residue on my table right there because it is obviously not fully cured from the bottom. Oh my goodness, you guys, it worked. It worked. Oh my goodness. I feel like I should like paint the border of them like bright pink or something, but maybe I'll do that after they're actually on my nail because I feel like that would be really hard to do. But let's see. So they're definitely really, really big, but I think it would be cute like that. Or I'm actually thinking that maybe I should just put them on my thumbs. And then when I put my thumbs together like that, it says 21. I think I'm gonna do that actually because I feel like it's going to be uncomfortable having them hit each other on my like 2 fingers right here. So change of plans, we're putting them on my thumb. I think before I start putting all of the rhinestone glue gel and all of the charms and rhinestones on though, I'm actually going to put a base gel on. I usually don't put a base coat on before I start putting on charms and rhinestones, but I just really don't want these to fall off, especially because usually I top coat all the rhinestones and charms, but this time I'm planning on not doing that because I really want them to be super sparkly. So we're taking extra precautions and we're putting a base coat. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the base coat only on one hand because I know if I put them on both, the other one is just gonna get extremely linty. And I think we're just gonna do one hand at a time. But oh my god, look at how sparkly the glitter is in this nude acrylic. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness, so much better than a regular pink nude acrylic in my opinion. Anyway, let's put the 2 on this thumb. I think I want it right in the middle like that. But before I put it on, it's super sticky, so I'm just gonna give it a quick wipe with some isopropyl alcohol. Make sure there's no lint on it. And then I think I'll actually put it on with some of this solid gel just because it's like a really big charm. I feel like the solid gel just helps it to be more secure. Perfect. I'm just gonna like flatten out the solid gel on the sides a little bit. Epic. I'm gonna flash cure this. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by putting the charms on my nails. So I'm just going to stick a bunch of charms on my nails basically. And then after we stick all the charms on, I'm gonna go in with some rhinestones. And I'm just using my McCart rhinestone glue gel to stick on the bigger charms. Okay, so I stuck like all of the charms on these 4 nails, and I'm gonna go in and stick a couple big charms on my thumbnail with the candle as well. But I just want to pop in here and show you guys. So I'm using this gem, and it has like this really smooth metal back, and I used one like that over here as well. And I was having a hard time getting it to stick inside of the solid nail glue gel because I actually ended up using a lot of this solid gel to stick on a lot of the charms because it's just like so much easier, and I'm definitely gonna need to get more of it. So yeah, I stick some of this on my nail and kind of flatten it out a little bit. And then I was having a really hard time getting this charm to actually like just stick in without just popping off like that. So what I actually did with the other one is take a little tiny bit of my primer and kind of like scratch the back of it like that. Not sure if this primer actually works on this surface, but it made it sticky, so we're just gonna say it works. At least this is what I'm trying, you know. I'm just sharing my experiment with y'all. And then I wait for that to dry for like 5 seconds. And then I take a tiny bit of base coat and put like a little bit of base coat on it, and then take it in my other hand since I already put the solid gel over here, and I'm gonna cure it for just like literally like 10 seconds. Perfect. And now it should stick so much better. So much better. Amazing. Okay, so I gave that a full cure, and honestly, these are so freaking cute. I could just leave them like this and I would be totally happy with that. But at some point during this video, I honestly don't remember when, I went to Michael's with my mommy and I saw that they had a like discount on these rhinestones, and I've seen them before. Like, look how sparkly these are. Look at that. So they're like $10 per one package of these, which is like totally like so unnecessary, but they're just like so sparkly, and I feel like they would be really cute on these nails. So since they were on sale, I got them, and I want to put these in like any of the open spaces on these nails. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this 8-in-1 gel from Born Pretty. I used it in my last set with the decals. Was that my last set? I don't even remember. I used it in my dragon set with the decals, and this works as a top coat and a rhinestone glue gel, and it worked really well. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm going to put it on as my top coat, and then I'm just gonna stick the rhinestones in it, so that way I won't have to go in and put a top coat, because that would literally be horrendous trying to top coat all around these freaking sparklies. These nails are also so heavy, but I like actually love it. Okay, so I'm going to open up these rhinestones and put them in my little rhinestone tray. Why do they always make these things so impossible to open? Like, why can't they just put it in a little baggie? Okay. Open, please. Oh, fantastic. Why did I know that was gonna happen? Okay, so there we go. And then we can like shake them a little bit, and they should like kind of land straight up. They might be too big to do that in this one though, but look at how freaking reflective and sparkly these are. There's no way that I could put a top coat on top of these. So that was the change of plan. We're not gonna use these ones anymore because these ones are just like so much more sparkly, and I wanna use these ones. So I'm just gonna use a small brush to put the top coat slash rhinestone gel, and then put the rhinestones in it, and then that will be it. Also, I would probably never use $10 rhinestones on my nails because it's just like not necessary, especially because I usually change my sets once or twice a week and it's just not worth it. But since it's my birthday set and they were on sale, I figured we could do something a little extra special. I'm not sure if this is looking good or if it's just looking like my nails have pimples. I think that it definitely would have helped if the rhinestones that I got were different sizes, but I decided to get them the same size but different colors. And I think I should have gotten them either the same color but different size, or just gotten one of them a smaller size than the other one, even though they were different colors. But you know, it's okay. You live, you learn. At least they're sparkly. That's all that matters. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am actually absolutely obsessed with this. Like, I know that it was kind of pointless to spend hours perfecting the shape of the acrylic because it was just going to be all covered with chunky charms, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine because I'm so happy with this, but you know what? I still have to do the next hand, so I'm just going to speed through this, I think. So yeah, enjoy some lo-fi music, I guess. I'm honestly quite tired from talking, and the past couple of days it's been quite tiring and stressful. When I get stressed, I tend to make myself do more things. Like, not even make myself, I just kind of tend to end up doing more things and being more busy because I'm like distracting myself from what's stressing me out. But yeah, so I'm pretty tired. Okay, cuties, I don't know if you're ready. Oh my god, dude. Oh my freaking goodness. I am absolutely obsessed with these. These came out so cute. Oh my goodness. I love them so much. And these little birthday candles are literally just too perfect. Honestly, this set came out better than I thought it was going to. Along the way there, I kind of started getting a little skeptical to whether they were going to come out good with these like pimple rhinestones. But honestly, I think that really pulled through in the end. And these are literally so freaking amazing. My eyeballs are just blessed to look at them every single second of the day. If I ever get down, I'm just gonna look at my nails and automatically serotonin boost times 100. Thank you for voting for the Kawaii bling junk nails because that's what I wanted to do. Thank you again so much for all of the birthday wishes. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, definitely give it a like. It really helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. I love you guys so much. I hope you're having the most amazing day, night, week, life. Sleep well if you are going to sleep, cutie. I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye, cutie. Mwah.